Xenobiologist Dr. Keith Aaron stared at the preliminary scan results for the third time, his 4 optical stalks retracting and extending in rapid succession, a clear sign of agitation among his species. The data couldn't be correct. It simply couldn't. Run the analysis again, he commanded his research team aboard the survey vessel's scientific endeavor. There must be an error in our instruments. His assistant, Orcs, checked the readings with practiced efficiency. Sir, all instruments are functioning within normal parameters. The planetary classification remains unclassifiable. For 2 centuries, the Galactic Survey Corps had mapped and categorized over 40,000 worlds across known space. They had a comprehensive system for rating planetary danger levels, from Class 1, garden worlds suitable for any species, to Class 15, extreme environments requiring specialized equipment for brief survival. The planet below them, designation Kepler 442c, had broken their classification system. Explain to me again, Dr. Ketharan said slowly, how a single world can simultaneously qualify for 17 different danger classifications. Melthoric's chitinous fingers danced across the holographic display, highlighting various readings. The atmospheric composition shifts randomly between breathable and toxic every few hours due to volcanic activity. The gravity fluctuates between 0.8 and 3.2 standard units because of an unstable core. The magnetic field reverses polarity weakly, bombarding the surface with lethal radiation. The list continued, each item more impossible than the last. Predatory ecosystems, where every organism was evolved to kill everything else. Weather patterns that included acid rain, methane blizzards, and electromagnetic storms. Tectonic activity so severe that the planet's geography literally changed daily. And that's just the Class 1 through 10 hazards, Melthorix added grimly. The Class 11 through 15 dangers include temporal anomalies, spontaneous matter phase, transitions, and what our sensors are reading as weaponized evolution. Dr. Ketharan's mandibles clicked in frustration. Weaponized evolution? That's not even scientifically possible. Apparently, sir, the planetary ecosystem has developed the ability to rapidly evolve new threats in response to any survival strategy. Organisms that adapt to fire-based attacks suddenly develop immunity and begin producing fire themselves. Life forms that survive acid environments start secreting acid. The entire biosphere appears to be engaged in an accelerating arms race with itself. The survey ship's computer had attempted to assign the world a danger classification for 6 hours before finally displaying an error message that simply read ENOPE. The planetary AI systems have designated it as a Deathworld Plus, Melthorix reported. They recommend immediate quarantine and a minimum safe observation distance of 50 light-years. Dr. Ketharan was about to order their departure when Communications Officer Zex Lin interrupted with an urgent transmission. Sir, we're receiving a signal from the planetary surface. It appears to be a greeting? Impossible, Dr. Keith Aaron stated flatly. Our scans detected no signs of civilization. No sapient life could survive in those conditions long enough to develop technology. Sir, Zex Lin's voice carried a note of confusion that transcended species barriers. The signal is in standard galactic. And they're inviting us down for coffee. The transmission crackled to life across the bridge speakers. A cheerful voice, distinctly organic rather than artificial, filled the command center. Hey there, space visitors. This is Captain Maria Santos of the Terra Nova colony. We spotted your ship on our long-range sensors. Beautiful day down here. Only had 3 acid storms and a minor temporal flux this morning. You folks want to drop by for some coffee. Fair warning though, the gravity's been a bit wobbly today, and we had a small matter phase incident in Sector 7, but nothing major. The bridge fell silent, except for the hum of life support systems. Did she just? Dr. Ketharan began. Describe apocalyptic planetary conditions as nothing major. Melthorix finished. Yes, sir. She did. More transmissions followed throughout the day. Traffic reports warning about a bit of extra radiation on the southern continent. Weather updates mentioning light probability storms with a chance of temporal echo. Agricultural reports discussing how the weaponized corn crop is coming along nicely this season. Dr. Ketharan finally managed to establish a proper communication link. Terra Nova Colony, this is Dr. Ketharan of the Galactic Survey Corps. Are you in need of emergency evacuation? Our scans indicate your world is experiencing Class 15 environmental hazards. Captain Santos' laughter came through clearly. Oh, you mean Tuesday? Yeah, Kepler 442c is a bit frisky, but nothing we can't handle. We've been here about 60 years now. Started as a mining operation, but the kids liked it, so we stayed. The children? Dr. Ketharan's voice went up several octaves. You have younglings on this Deathworld? Well, sure, Santos replied casually. Where else would they learn to handle temporal anomalies and hostile ecosystems? The local school system is great, really prepares them for anything. Tommy Jenkins survived his first matter phase incident at age 8. Real proud parent moment. The survey team spent the next week in orbit, documenting what they eventually termed the impossible colony. Humans had not just survived on Kepler 442c, they had thrived. Their settlements were engineered marvels that adapted to shifting gravity, filtered toxic atmospheres, and somehow remained stable despite constant geological upheaval. But more disturbing to Dr. Ketharan was how casually the humans discussed their daily lives. The weaponized wildlife keeps the teenagers entertained, one colonist mentioned during a routine check-in. Last week, my daughter wrestled a phase-shifting mega-predator for her biology project. Got an A+. The temporal storms are actually convenient, another added. Great for preserving food, we just lock it in a time loop and it stays fresh indefinitely. When Dr. Ketharan finally worked up the courage to ask how they survived conditions that would kill most galactic species within minutes, Captain Santos gave an answer that would haunt his dreams. Survive? She sounded genuinely puzzled. Doc, we're not surviving this place. We're living here. There's a difference. She paused, then added with audible amusement. Besides, you should see where we came from. Earth makes this place look like a spa vacation. Dr. Ketharan stared at his data files in mounting horror. If this impossible Deathworld was considered a relaxing change of pace for humans, what kind of hellscape had spawned them? He decided that was a question he definitely didn't want answered. The official survey report, filed with Galactic Command, contained a single recommendation: avoid the Sol system at all costs. If humanity considers this planet habitable, their homeworld must be beyond classification entirely. The report was immediately classified and stored in the archives, marked things we don't want to think about.